Hey guys, so we back with another video, and now we're gonna play some NBA 2K12. But I have my 2K13 and the 2K14 in the pawn shop, and I'm gonna get the 2K15. So we're just gonna have to stick with this one right now. Turn it up a little bit. We're gonna have to get a better graphic. Let me see. Let's see if that'll work. Get out the bench. Camera.
I'm the best, I don't have to practice. Double team, I don't have to pass it. Ballin' hard in our Chevrolet. More bits than a Dallas Mavericks. Hall of Famer like Shaq and Magic. Kobe Bryant, now back to back it. Shoot the three if I have to dash it. Dwight Howard when I'm at the basket. In the gym, but not the Nasdaq.
There we go.
Not the flash it. Checking the count, got so many O's. My name and the is Robert Parrish. When it comes to the J's, I got the classics. Chase the kids, and I got the Patricks. Number one, now the all the draft picks. Championship, got to have it. Been the starter since day one. I'm with Kanye, I'm with Akon.
I'm gonna play with the San Antonio Spurs against the. Let me see. I'll go against the. I'll go against the Raptors.
Damon Bruce here. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. The weekend of hoops continues. It'll be the Toronto Raptors facing off against Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs. And now it's time to get out to the action with Kevin Harlan and our 2K Sports crew. We'll be back later with the HP halftime report.
I'll go with Tim Duncan.
Tuning into this Sunday afternoon 2K Sports edition of the NBA. Rick Morris worked on the sideline, and on my side, Steve Kerr and Clark Miller. This is Kevin Harlan. The starting five. This is our lineup brought to you by State Farm. First for the Raptors, Calderon and DeRozan on the guard. And the big man in the middle playing center, Bargnani. He's a big part of that presence down low. That's Grayson. And it's Johnson in at the power forward. Then for the San Antonio Spurs, Parker and Manu on the backcourt. We've got Duncan. He is such an asset to this team. They love what he brings every night.
Oh,
it's Jefferson, and it's McDyess in at the
four.
Now Calderon. A 10-footer. The feed out to place from outside the arc and unable to corral the best when it goes out of play.
You know, last season the Raptors went 8-22 versus the West, and even though the West on average a little tougher, that was pretty comparable to their record against the East. Maybe not having Chris Paul impacting that record against
Wait a minute, let me change the camera. Flip, or just do this.
Parker. A fader. It's rebounded by Bargnani. So looking at the Raptors, Steve, what does this team need to do in order to be competitive?
Well, they need more talent, for sure. I know that sounds obvious, but they've got to continue to build through the draft, and they have to get better defensively. And that requires effort and discipline and a different mindset. And I think that's one of the reasons they made the coaching change this season.
Now it's time down with head coach Greg Popovich on the center. Doris.
they can keep them guessing on when to jump, they'll be in a better position to get uncontested looks at the hoop. Not an easy thing to do with a shot blocker hanging around, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. Taking on defense like that one they're facing today. Clark has certainly got their attention.
Hey, you know, again, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they need to dictate what they do offensively instead of taking what's available. Take what you want.
Steve?
Well, that's the only way to go. I mean, this is a game about aggressiveness. And if they're not aggressive, that defense is going to swallow them up.
Beyond the
Oh,
arc.
nobody holding him.
And Glazer gets it to go.
You cannot back that far off of a guy. I mean, I don't care who he is. These guys are pros. They all can shoot. D up.
Here's Parker, and it's San Antonio with another.
I'm thinking one of the things that really makes Parker so dangerous is that he has such a high shooting percentage for a smallish guard, but he's so crafty and clever at finishing around the rim. He also has improved his perimeter shot, too.
And here comes the break. He gets to Ginobili. DeRozan defending. No good. And Toronto the other way. We'll put back to Parker for a second. That percentage has been right around 50% for about
52% last year.
in that 7 consecutive years. We've seen about that same number. Steve, you can appreciate those numbers,
Personal
I'm sure,
foul.
having played where you played in the NBA.
Well, that's always the benchmark for a guard. If you can shoot 50%,
Oh, my
that's
goodness.
impressive. And I think in Parker's case, there's two reasons for it. One is that he's improved his jump shot. Two is that he gets to the rim so often. And he's so fast, he gets high percentage looks, particularly in transition. And I think one of the reasons the Spurs had such a great season a year ago is that Manu Ginobili was ready right out of the gates. He exploded and helped the Spurs off to that incredibly hot start.
And the Spurs making a change here. Splitters checked in. And Davis is checked in for the Raptors. Sonny Weems comes in for Linus Glazer. DeRozan with it. Corner shot. And it's Calderon, that time on the assist from DeRozan. And that will tie this game up. And Steve Ginobili stayed healthy almost all the regular season. Started to leave behind his ankle issues, which Clark could really cost him, I think, some valuable time.
Oh, he blocked
He
me.
really did.
Is that a ball?
Even after a hyperextended elbow that cost him a game in the playoffs, he was the best Spur in that first-round series against the Grizzlies. So, in all, I think a pretty healthy season for Manu.
Expanding his range. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Toronto with the ball.
After this one, I'm going to play my players.
DeRozan working against Parker. Right block shot. And the Raptors tack on 2 more. Jefferson with it. Looking for his first bucket of the game.
Well, guys,
Oh,
it was
how
the
is-
best start in franchise history for the Spurs last season. They got to 40 wins before the end of January. That was a
That
team
was-
first. And finished with the second-best record in the league, 61 wins.
Let me show the score. I just messed the camera up.
1:27 left to play in the first quarter.
Dang it. I'm gonna have to stay like that for.
Here's Calderon
Yep,
again.
it shows
Toronto.
them.
So Steve, a team he used to play for, the Spurs, essentially a 50-win team for the last 13 seasons, including when you played for them, but they may be nearing the end of their championship window. At least some people think that. How about you?
Well, even Tony Parker said over the summer that he didn't think the Spurs could win a championship anymore. So what a run it's been. 50-win seasons, 13 times in a row. Just incredible. They'll still be very competitive, but this is not a championship team any longer.
Ginobili with the 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And it's the Raptors' ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's Calderon. On a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike.
I didn't shoot.
Well, you talk about the San Antonio Spurs franchise, guys. I mean, perhaps no better run organization in basketball, maybe even in all the sports. The culture of accountability, the work ethic, the winning from the front office down, ownership at the top starts it all. I mean, It's a group to be emulated in every way.
That's good from Calderon. Well said, Clark. The Spurs have done a great job of identifying players who fit in their system. Steve, you've been there with another team, Phoenix, identifying players, drafting, procuring talent. You got a great respect for their organization.
Yeah, I think it's maybe the most well-run organization in the NBA, Kevin. They even own their own D-League affiliate in Austin. They run it like a minor league team, so they're able to really teach and mentor their young players and young coaches. A fantastic organization.
He's guarded by Blair. It's rebounded by Richard Jefferson.
That's an easy shot there. It's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Here's from deep. A rebound by Johnson.
Right now, he's in a bit of a funk. I look for them to look at other options on offense.
And the first one drops. He hits both from the strike. Here is Parker. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
Are you serious?